the Pittsburgh Steelers may be hesitant about extending George Pickens' contract. Amid the NFL offseason, the Pittsburgh Steelers find themselves at a critical juncture regarding the future of one of their most promising players, wide receiver George Pickens. Pickens, who has proven to be a formidable force on the field, especially coming off a standout season with over 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns, faces a pivotal moment in his career. Despite his impressive performance, the team isn't completely certain about offering him a contract extension. George Pickens, now entering his 3rd year in the NFL, has been a vital piece for the Steelers' offense. Last year, he achieved his first 1,000-yard season, finishing with 1,140 yards and 5 touchdowns. Among his notable performances was a game against the Cincinnati Bengals, where he racked up 195 yards and 2 touchdowns. However, on-field performance isn't the only consideration for the team when it comes to long-term contracts. Journalist Ray Fittipaldo of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette has suggested that the Steelers might be taking a cautious approach regarding Pickens' renewal. In one of his weekly talks, Fittipaldo mentioned uncertainty whether the team is fully committed to offering Pickens a second contract extension next offseason. This could explain why the Steelers are exploring the possibility of acquiring another prominent receiver. I would argue that the Steelers still aren't sure whether they should sign Pickens to a second contract. Based on his 2023 season, I think it's a smart approach on their part. Fittipaldo responded when asked about the possibility of trading Brandon Ayuk if they have to pay Pickens. There's more to being a number 1 receiver than making a couple of acrobatic catches and the occasional long touchdown. But I agree with you on the trading part. I wouldn't give up much draft capital and wouldn't let myself be influenced by the booming receiver market. That's the big downside of not making a move in the draft. Jefferson signed his big contract after the draft, so the contract for any of the top receivers you can acquire in a trade has also gone up. With Russell Wilson arriving as the new veteran quarterback and Arthur Smith as the new offensive coordinator, expectations for Pickens in the 2024 season are sky high. These changes in the team structure could provide Pickens with a perfect opportunity to showcase his worth and secure his future with the Steelers. However, uncertainty still lingers. Meanwhile, the Steelers continue to explore other options at the receiver position. Despite rumors about the potential arrivals of Brandon Ayuk or Courtland Sutton, there's no confirmation yet that these players are available for trade. Should the Steelers decide not to commit long-term to Pickens, they will need a prominent receiver to fill that void. Roman Wilson, a 3rd-round rookie, appears to be part of the team's future plans, but still needs time to develop before becoming a starter. Other players like Calvin Austin, Van Jefferson, Scotty Miller, and Quez Watkins are not seen as number 1 receivers, underscoring the need to find standout talent if Pickens isn't considered the long-term option. For more details on this evolving situation and how the Steelers are handling their receiver strategy, be sure to stay tuned until the end of the video. Don't miss out, Steelers fans.